Well, good day, folks. It's your boy Ferris Thorny, and I am coming to you live here to present to you one of the most complete recruiting and marketing systems that is out there. Now, initially, I admit when I first saw the system and somebody contacted me off the system, I did not give this a fair shot. It just so happened, it finds out which sometimes when you are at your lowest, you'll find yourself not trying to do anything, but trying to find a reasonable way of marketing your business. Now, when I was out, you know what I'm saying, out and about, and I tell you a story. One thing that we've gotten away from as network marketers is getting on the phone and guerrilla marketing and calling people and cold calling people. Now, me as well, I had gotten away from it. And I remember back in the day when I was doing door-to-door sales, I was shot at. I've been shot at. I've been chased by dogs, you know, and all in the name of selling. Well, I think I was selling an alarm system at that time. All in the name of making that dollar. Unfortunately, those things didn't. The things that I was doing then didn't have residual income, but and it didn't lead to a residual income as well. But at that time, what those alarm systems were paying was far worth it because as soon as I got done getting shot at, chased by dogs, and I was able to sit down, calm down, wipe the sweat off my face, and cool off, I was at somebody else's door, putting my flyers in their door, talking to them all day, talking to different people, creating moments on the call. I had women come to the door in, I had women come to the door in the towel and all that other jazz. And I had, all the other stuff happening to me. And the thing that I remember that I started remembering that once I remembered that, and I got out of this frame of, you know, wanting to do everything everybody else is doing, which is on Facebook. When everybody else, see, when everybody else is zigging, you got to learn to zag. And when everybody else is zagging, you got to learn to zig. You got to move out of the way and create your own path line, a way of doing things. And I found it with this system. Now, what made me actually look at it is after all of the videos were put up, I actually looked at the training videos, and after all of the stuff that Ryan Gunnis had put up, out of all the stuff that the system had to offer, I looked up and saw the training, and I saw the owner, which is Ryan Gunnis, and I saw him mess up. I saw him making calls to people, letting you know that the system ain't perfect. It's not perfect, but it is good enough to get you where you need to be. You need to be on that phone. You need to be calling people. He teaches you strategies based upon what he has done. And mind you, this same guy teaches you strategies what he used to recruit 170 people in 90 days with personally. And he goes back in and teaches you that. Now, for me, that was, like the light went off because I had seen other MLM systems out there that promise you leads and all this other stuff, and nobody ever showed you if the leads were going to be any good or not. Nobody ever showed you how anything was going to ever work. And he said it himself, it's a numbers game. You got to get out there, get on the phone, call people. They teach you the stuff that you need to know. They go through scripts and all this other stuff. The name of the company, what I'm talking about, is MLM Recruit on Demand. And I openly say this to, really be real with you. At first, when I saw the system, I did not give it a fair look. I did not. Hold on for a second. I did not give it a fair look, and I did not work. I looked at the price, and it was $125. I was like, I'm gonna be getting these. spoon-fed leads. I got to call now. The system itself and the training itself, if you pay attention, if you get out of this where everybody's on, get on the phones, people. That is the only way. And introduce yourself as who you are. Some people are gonna say no to say no to your opportunity. That's fine. What MLM Recruit on Demand does is give you an opportunity to make money off them anyway, because they're gonna ask you a question. Well, how'd you get this information? Well, the first thing you need to say is, I have a system. Then be straightforward with them. I have a system that introduces me to marketers. And are you currently promoting? Are you building anything at this time? And they teach you that. And you answer the question, followed up by a question. And when you are out there doing that, and they'll say, yeah, well, if are you in love? And you can ask them, are you in love with what you're doing? Are you open to making more money? You ask them that, and they say, well, I'm really in love with what I'm doing. Well, that's fine. I have a system that's going to put other marketers in front of you that is going to allow you to be able to go out and make more contacts and make more contacts with people. And the same system that I'm using right now to talk to you right now, which lets you know the system work, only costs you $15 one time. Now, if you want to get up and you want to make a little bit more money, you want to increase on your leads, that gives you the $15 now gives you 60 leads a month. Now you can go in and promote the business. As soon as somebody fills out the link, you're gonna get 5 extra leads every month. Five extra leads every time somebody fills out their information, puts their email address in one of the capture pages, just like this. Just like this, they put their information in there and they watch the video and they get the 100% free video that allows the magical marketing strategy to produces over 100 leads in 5 days. The last 5 days, you are going by the numbers. We have to go by the numbers. It is a numbers game. He said himself, he went through about 5,000 or 7,000 numbers in that 3-month period. Calling and talking to people and leaving email. Some of the numbers, he went through about 5,000 numbers, 5,000 to 7,000 numbers. Some of the numbers were bad. Some he left the email. Some he didn't get a chance to really talk to. But it is a numbers game. And if you do the numbers, if you had not even that, if you had half of what he had gotten in the 90 days, and you introduced the same people that you introduced the system to, that joined your business, they got the system, and they started up, and they started using it, and they started using it. What could that do for your downline? Now, see somebody, they promoting some of the $15 uh, $15 little deal that's going around right now. That's fine and dandy. I don't know what it does, but I know what my $15 system does. I know what this $15 system does, and it's been proven. And you have to be willing to create moments. If you're not creating moments, if you're at home all the time, I get it. Some people work, and you have a hard enough time trying to get out and about and create moments. But when you're out and about, when you stop home for lunch, stop home from when you stop off before you get home from work, or you stop off at lunch, or you leave your business cards, you talking to people. Are you really trying to get away from your job? Are you married to your job? Or are you trying to get away from it? And what this system does, it allows you to get away from your job. It allows you to get away from that because, like I said, what it does is it allows you to make money off that person. Now, the second level is $100, $125. That's the P2 level. That gives you an extra 200 leads a month. That $125 one time is all that they're gonna need, all that they're gonna have to, you know, um, ever going to pay to get the system and get used to the system. They do have another thing called P3, which they give you 100 inbound calls each month, which you can get on the phone and talk with people, and they do all the work for you. And the people call you, and you have a chance to, on the spot to try to close them. then, or create a moment and create a relationship with someone. And even if they say no, then you can share with them this system and make money off of them. Now, here's where really got my attention is that they give you the power to choose. Now, if you're in a company like I am right now, which is Evolve, they have a special going for $50. Evolve is a travel agent company, and there's other companies out there that are coming around. But what I see with Evolve with the $50 giving people a chance to use that $50 instead of spending $100 to get in a business that's not only going to help them, but it's going to help them twice. I see that as a benefit for me. I saw that as a benefit because there's some back there called a cool bribe, and they have a link. They have links back there that shares your videos, that shares your YouTube videos, that shares a presentation, shares your capture page, shows them what you're doing, and they have a chance to get. You have a chance to mark them as paid on that $100 if they happen to join your business. Now, if you happen to join my business, save yourself $50. Save yourself $50. Jump on board with Evolve Travel, and at the most part, you'll be able to get insider travel deals once you qualify. But I know most people are going to get out here and they're going to start sharing and they're going to start doing the same thing. And I'm building up this. Another thing with Evolve that I like is the training, because it's just not like another company that everybody is ejecting from. These people actually care if you succeed or fail. They want you to get out here and make money in the booking arena. I didn't have that in the last company. I don't remember having any training on how. I would ask people, well, how do you book a group trip? How do you do this? How do you do that? You were left to your own devices. Nobody was sitting up trying to train you. And they have a full training in the back office, and the system is only $50 now. Now, I harp on that. Start with this system first. Spend your $15. Then look back there if you want to, spend $125 extra. I'll be more than glad to take that $100 off your hand. You got to pay $25 still to admin either way it goes, because they got to get their money. But when you look at this system, don't turn your nose up at it. Get out here on these phones, man. Get to calling people every waking moment of your life. If you are serious about your business, you should be wanting to create moments with people and get on the line and get offline. Well, I get online anyway. You want to be utilizing every facet this of this media that you have available. Anyway, this has been your boy Ferris Lonnie. Be blessed, not stressed, and always be motivated by success. I see you on the beaches of the world, and if not, I hope to see you at the bank. Be blessed. Get this system. Don't miss it.